channel. My name is JT. Today we're gonna be like doing a new type of video today. We're gonna be doing Reddit videos today. This is gonna be a new thing I'm gonna be doing. If you guys like it, make sure to like and sub and all that. But yeah, today's first story is coming from the subreddit r/EntitledParents from the user u/Mr. Idiot. And the title of the thing is, I'll put it on screen. I'll be reading this today. The start of this is called "Entitled Kid Thinks Because He's Popular He Can Cheat." So I'm at a trampoline place, and they have a spinning thing you could jump over four, and there are 4 sports, and they can are all full but one person, me, in line. So I'm waiting for the entitled kid to get out, and this is what follows. Kid does crazy fall, then jumps and continues. Me not thinking he didn't know how it worked. Hey kid, you're out. Entitled kid, no I'm not. Me, yes you are. My wording's bad on this. Yes you got hit. Entitled kid, that does not matter. Yes it is. That's how it means. It means you're out. Entitled kid, I do not give a dang. Me now frustrated with this kid. Language, I could get you kicked out for swearing. Entitled mother who's recording this. Hey you. Me, yes. How dare you get in the way of my kid's recording? He's famous on YouTube. Me, I do not care. Then I walk off to get someone and then end up getting kicked out. So also checking, this kid had 15 subscribers. And also sorry for being short, but this was a short encounter. Well, that was our first story today on r/EntitledParents. And I already have a story as well that's going to be coming up in this video. So let's get on to the second story, shall we? Alright, so the second story today we're gonna be reading in this video today is called "Ghosting My Own Mother as an Adult Because She's an Entitled Narcissist." And yeah, let's get on to the story. Some quick background on my childhood. Very long short story. Grew up in a dirt poor in Detroit, not because my parents didn't work or anything, because they ran up the stupidest CC debit, and they were too prideful. The house I grew up in was given to them by my grandma, and they had all they had to do was keep the utilities up, and never ran any water in my house. Sometimes electricity, sometimes heat, depending on me and my older brother. Make sure the bills got paid with our high school jobs. My parents were neglectful assholes who emotionally abused or absurd, and I raised myself with my help of my grandmother, who was my hero. Like mom and dad let me live in filth, grandma was my safe place. I actually feel bad for this in person, but let's continue on with the story. Now I am an adult, and my mom thinks that she's entitled to an Instagram/Facebook. My best friends with my daughter type of relationship. I've told her this will never happen. It would never be us because of her behavior and her never attempting to make any amends for what we put through as kids. It was always about her. When I spend time with my in-laws, I've asked not to tag me or anything, pictures of me, and put them online, because my mom will be a drama queen. Same thing with my wedding, holidays, my work schedules, etc. I live 1,500 miles away. For 6 years I missed that shit. Now I'm 2 hours away, and I can only avoid her so much. Last night, after I pretty much been non-responsive for her after her last meltdown, she wants to drop off stuff at my house. She tells me the night before, and it assumes that means a visit too. She been told that visits will happen on my term when she's not driving me crazy or ignoring my boundaries. I have laid out in black and white for the past 15 years. Well, today my husband and I enjoyed a nice breakfast while we're busy and would be out. The stuff was in a random box of things that were essentially trash from high school and got tucked away in a box somewhere. It wasn't anything more than her to welsh her way in my life. I don't plan on speaking to her or seeing her until Christmas because of this crap. This was more of a rant, and I warned the parents out there: your children do not owe you a relationship just because you share DNA. If you fuck up their childhood, don't expect to be close with them. You're not entitled to anything from your kid. I don't care if I'm in my 30s now. I have to treat my mother like a child because that's how she behaves, like a spoiled brat who can't recognize her failures and must make everything about her. Now matter the pain she caused. So yeah, be good to your kids. You don't have to be rich, but make sure you're there for them and they know the important to you. Make them feel loved and safe, and you'll likely have a good relationship with your adult child. One day it will be too late to repair those relationships. It certainly isn't a way to pass with my parents. Oh my god, that was a long one right there. But I actually feel bad for this person in this story today. But yeah, but the last story on our list for 3 stories today is the most weirdest / messed up one of them all. Let's continue on to the last story of this video. And the last story in today's video is the title of the story is called "My Entitled Parents Argued at a really inappropriate times." And on the story, the OP put trigger warning: cancer, passing away. Please do not share this with anyone else. And I'm gonna use this warning, and if you guys don't want to hear this, just click off now. Alright, I did say for this was gonna be a kind of a weird / disturbing one today. So yeah, let's continue on to the story. Hi, 20-year-old female for this person in the story. For OP, 20-year-old. Hi, I'm OP. I'm just saying it. But hi, 21F. Not really sure this story belongs in the sub, and my dad is way more entitled than my mom. But this is making me angry for a long time, so I thought I'd write it out just as some release. A couple years ago, my family was going through a rough time. My parents argued a lot, like they did my entire life, and I didn't care if me and my brother 17M heard them screaming at night or at each other. They're divorced now, thank gosh, but they're now together until I was 19. I was always angry. They would ruin our peaceful nights or family times by getting into screaming matches. In this story, it was a particularly horrible day, especially for my brother. His ex-girlfriend from middle school had cancer in the past couple of months, and all through weren't together, they were still really good friends. And the day the chemo had suppressed her immune system, and then she got sick and passed away. My brother was really upset, although he didn't want to talk about it, and he was just hanging out in his room. My parents were sitting on the couch in the living room close to my brother's room. I was doing homework at my desk when the door opened, and soon enough I heard them start bickering. As soon as they turned to full bullying, I my dad screaming at my mom to save more money, and my mom screaming at my dad to stop controlling her level of spending since she was the breadwinner. Also, this included a lot of cussing at each other, and they went about 5 minutes until I had enough. I could hear my brother crying in his room, with my parents not even caring and making his day worse for him. I went to the living room and started screaming at both of them, which I probably shouldn't have done, but at all I could think about their selfishness against my brother. I told them how dare they argue with him. My brother's friend and ex-girlfriend just died, and they cared about effing money. My brother was sitting in the room crying right now, and they were being horrible and loud and inconsiderate. I said they should be ashamed of themselves. My mom started immediately apologizing and said I was right, but my dad turned to my mom and said, "Yeah, see, this is your fault." And this is say how and then I said this was his effing fight too, and he was the one who began screaming and being controlling. I'm not entirely sure if this counts as entitled behavior, but in my mind, he was so entitled. He thought the only way for I was only upset with my mom, and he was completely innocent. My mom was entitled enough to argue back, despite my brother's grave, and still make. Oh God, that story. I don't know what to say about that one. I actually feel bad for the brother. Like, seriously. I seriously feel bad for the brother. I hope he's getting better soon on that. So yeah, that was the end of the video today. I hope you guys like and sub and turn on notifications, and see you guys later. Peace.